I've been in foster care off and on since I was 8.
The first time they came to take my kids away, there was reports of drug use in the house. Myself and their father, we were definitely using drugs. I can't say that I don't believe that they were being taken care of, but they were obviously missing out on, just normal, everyday living.
The first time I went into the foster home, I remember being picked up after school. My dad was there.
Well, my first reaction, basically, I freaked out. I started crying.
The foster mother, she was just rude.
They would sneak and call me and crying, and at Christmas time, I remember her taking their Christmas money, and it just wasn't a good situation overall. The only visitations we had were once a week. We got like an hour, and we had to go to the DSS office, which was horrible.
Right before I went into the second foster home, I remember my dad committed suicide. It was a time where I really needed my family. It was really hard to leave them when I already lost my dad.
I was forced to, take a look at decisions I was making and how I was dealing with Ray's death. And obviously I wasn't doing a very good job being there for my children.
The second home I went into, at the time I was staying with my grandmother. It was the day before Thanksgiving, and I went to just stay there for the night with my mom. I wasn't supposed to go with my mom unless my grandmother was there to supervise.
It was very hard. They wouldn't even let me go help Emily get clothes to take with her, and they weren't letting me really talk to her.
I met Carla, my foster mother, and it really, we connected right away.
The information they gave me about Emily was pretty much that she wasn't allowed to be left alone with her mother, that she was in her grandmother's care, and that her grandmother had left her alone with her mother, so they were removing her. And for the minute I saw her, we just clicked.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of Carla's family now. She takes care of me like I'm her daughter. DSS isn't involved anymore, so it's kind of like she adopted me until I'm 18.
I think at first I looked at it, negatively, but now I don't, and I'm grateful of the fact that, Carla and I do have the relationship that we do. The visits now between Emily and I are basically just like as if she lived with her father. I don't look at it as visits with my daughter. I look at it as I'm hanging out with her, just spending time together. I know deep down that Carla has the best interest of Emily at heart. But overall, I love Carla, and I'm very, very grateful for all that she does for Emily. She's a wonderful woman.
We talk frequently. I try and keep in touch with as much of Emily's family as I can. We work together as a united front.
Well, now that I've been with Carla for 2 years, I look at her as my family now because she's shown me to stand up for myself and what I believe in.
I think that she knows that this is home to her. She knows that I'm not trying to replace her mother, but I'm trying to, to be the best role model that I can.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I would rather have Emily live with me any day. I don't think it's overall affected Emily in a negative way. If anything, Carla provided her the guidance and support and parenting that she required at that time that, unfortunately, in my situation at the time, I was unable to give her.
What stands out about Emily? Emily's drive, her enthusiasm, just the fact that everything that she's been through, she continues to thrive. She's got a very bright future ahead of her. I'm very, very proud of her. I know her mother is, and she should be very proud of herself as well.